Hello and welcome to our check-in, or I'm going to start referring to this as van talk, apparently, because I am in my wife's minivan. It's the one quiet place that I can actually have these. So today we're going to do a few name fives, but I'm also going to be doing some other things that are a little bit different and kind of connecting to what's going to be happening next week. So first, let's get right to it and have our do name five. Can you name five foods that come in a tube? I don't know. That could be tough. Or how about this one? Can you name five states and their U.S. capitals? The next one, I'm going to challenge you to try to name 10. Can you name 10 Disney movies? 10 Disney movies. And I'm going to make it even harder. Can you name five Disney movies where both parents are in the movie? It could be tough. All right, next one. Can you name five desserts that are served warm? Five desserts that are served warm. Oh, here we go. Can you name five football terms? Five football terms. How about foods that can be eaten hot or cold? I guess it kind of depends how desperate you are for food. All right, five foods, warm or cold. The next one is, can you find, or name, I should say, five animals found in a garden? Of course, maybe you'll have a little scavenger hunt, see if you can find something. Or, here we go. Can you name five Halloween traditions? Five Halloween traditions, sorry. I'm going to add this extra one. Can you name five items found in a junk drawer? Now, if it's anything like the junk drawer in my house, you could probably name like 1,000 because they're always so full you can't even open them. Now, we're going to do our typical, I should say, check-in as far as that positive feedback from Mrs. Reed. And the envelope I opened today says, only surround yourself with people who will lift you higher. Oprah Winfrey. So only surround yourself with people who will lift you higher. Now, luckily for you, you are surrounded by people who are going to lift you higher because your family is usually the group of people that are there to support you and keep your spirits up. Okay. Now, if you notice, I am wearing a football jersey today of the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is worn specifically for one of my students. I'll just say your initials, MM. He and I always have a little fun talking smack about each other's college football teams, as I am an LSU Tiger fan and he is a Clemson Tiger fan. But I know he likes the Pittsburgh Steelers, so this is a shout out to you, buddy. Okay, now, here's a few other things that you might be able to try at home. So I don't know if you can see this. This is a plate that just has my name in the center. I mean, my name's not really a secret since you can see it in the email. I do an activity with teachers over the summer. It's called a compliment buffet. And everybody writes their name on a plate, paper plate, obviously, and then you pass it around and you write compliments about the person on the plate. So when you're done, you'll have a full plate like you were at a buffet. Now, at your house, you can do this because sometimes the people who you give the least amount of compliments to are people in your family, because there's usually that feeling of, well, they know how I feel, they know I care about them, they know that I love them, and that I respect them. But sometimes it is nice to hear a compliment, just like you as the kid likes to hear compliments from your parents. Good job, way to go. Parents like them too, because parents work really hard, and sometimes just a simple thank you or you're doing a great job can go a really long way. Now, continuing, I want to talk about next week. We are going to be having potentially a show and tell type situation, where you're going to get an opportunity to tell a little bit about something that really matters to you, some artifact. There'll be more details on that, but I'm going to share a couple quick things with you now. Now, for an activity of something I like to do for fun, is like my little mini show and tell. I don't know if you can see this. This is my man Guy here, who is the host of the show Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. So every Friday night, I sit on the couch with my dog, and we watch episodes from the show on Food Network. And especially now I've been watching them because I'm thinking about all these foods I wish I could eat. They always look so delicious, but I enjoy this time because I don't really get to hang out with my dog as often. So Friday nights are usually our time to kind of chill out and hang out, and he tolerates my shows. And I usually watch them for a while, but I really like that show. So if there's a show you really enjoy that you think other people might like, maybe you can share it on our chat page. Now, as far as an artifact and something that I also like to do, now I will openly admit, when I was young, I was not a big reader. It wasn't really until I was out of college and I had my first job. I used to work at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute in Massachusetts, and I used to have to go a really long way to get there. So I decided now would probably be a good time to start reading. So I started reading this author. His name is Clive Cussler. Okay, I don't know if you can see. Now, I read so many of his books that there weren't any more left. So at the time, I mean, now there's tons, but at the time there weren't. So I actually reached out to him and I was telling him how great I thought his books were and how appreciative I was. And he was nice enough to send this back to me. This is my artifact. So this is an autographed picture of Clive Cussler. Unfortunately, Clive Cussler had just passed away, which I was kind of upset about because he was the author that really hooked me into reading. So if you find that one book, that one author, that's fantastic. But if you haven't found that author yet, keep looking, because once you find a love for reading, especially in times like this, reading is great. So use that as an opportunity to maybe read some new books. Now, with that being said, I want you to think about, I've been getting some messages and from things from people that this situation is really starting to get to you. Not being at school, not being with your friends. It's getting a little stressful. Maybe you're feeling a little depressed. But just know that it won't be forever, okay? And you can reach out to me anytime you want, and I'll do whatever I can to kind of help pick up your spirits. I just think that from somebody like myself who has historically always seen things as half empty, I'm trying to use this as an opportunity to look at the good. More time with my family, more time with my dog, maybe getting some things done around the house, which I wouldn't normally have time because I'm driving my kids to dance class every day. So you just have to look at the bright side of things. But I'm a realist. If you feel like it's still hard for you to do that, then send me a message. I will do whatever I can, tell you some jokes. If I have to call you at your house to help cheer you up, I will do that. All right. I just want you to know that, we are here for you, and you just have to keep moving on. And then I think we're all going to realize that we took things for granted. And now when we get to do these things again, we're really going to appreciate them. So this is our check-in for today. Hopefully you're going to get your work in, but just know that we understand that it's not always easy. We're thinking about you guys. We miss you guys. And I look forward to our next check-in. And then I think later today, I'm going to read a book, a Dr. Seuss book, if I can get the time to it. I always love this book. It's called I Can Read With My Eyes Shut. So I'm going to leave you on this funny thing. So I was watching a Family Feud bloopers, and Steve Harvey asks, what is something you can do with, or something you can't do with your eyes open? Something you can't do with your eyes open. And the contestant said, read, which I thought was hilarious because I don't know how you read with your eyes closed necessarily, but it was interesting. But either way, have a great day, people, and we're almost there. 2 more days, and then it's the weekend. Woo! Okay, so for my buddy, go Steelers, and for everyone else, have a great day. Peace out.